Anyways, but yeah, I just thought I'd let you know that I got a new battery in my mic, and I will be returning. And when I return, I will be 10 times stronger than I was before. And those of you that are arrayed with very, 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 very evil forces, and you know who you are, you're in deep shit. And I know by now, you know that whatever you tried is no longer working. I know you know. Because I know that you know that you know that I know that you know that I know that you know.
You balls. Okay, as I stand right now, I'm with Judge Roy Moore as an eclectic pagan, as somebody who believes in freedom of religion, as somebody who wants the Wiccan Rede and the Ten Commandments back in the public school system. I will support Roy Moore, and I encourage my fellow pagans to do the same. Don't you find that odd? I don't, because, in their minds, you're not capable of running your own life. You're not capable of taking care of your children. You're not capable of maintaining your household. You have to have mommy and daddy government to take care of you, see. And I know some of you is going to laugh at that. Some of you is going to think that's funny. It's not a damn bit funny. Because once they had stripped you of your rights, they own you. They would own you. And if you disagreed with one thing Hillary or Bernie would say, you would be killed. Just like in these other countries. You notice how these other countries are? You speak out against the government, what do? They kill you. They take you out and kill you. Sometimes publicly. All right? Well, you don't think Hillary and Bernie believe the same way? Of course they do. Hillary's a communist. Bernie's a socialist. That's how they believe. She's calling on all the communists to rise up and impeach President Donald Trump. Why? Because President Donald Trump is a capitalist. Because President Donald Trump respects the rule of law. Because President Donald Trump respects the Founding Fathers. And because President Trump is a godly man. What did Ben Franklin say? I'm going to tell you what he said. Ben Franklin said, those things that are done in the light of day are liberty. Those things that are done in secret, behind closed doors, or in the dark of night, those things are tyranny. I dare say that if the Founding Fathers were to somehow return and see what had happened to Washington, D.C., I think everybody, or at least the vast majority, would be swinging from a rope. Okay? Because a lot of the stuff that is going on today is not in keeping with the Founding Fathers or the Constitution.
You would think, after about the second, third, fourth time, you would think that these evil forces, whatever they may be, whether they be physical or spiritual, you would think that they would be like, hey man, every time we kick this motherfucker off the internet, he just comes back 10 times stronger. Maybe we ought to not kick him off the internet anymore. But they do anyway. And then I just come back 10 times stronger. And so the irony is so thick you could cut it with a knife, I mean, here's all these points. We got to get him off the internet. We got to get him off. And as soon as you get me off the internet, I come back 10 times stronger when I come back. You would think they would, maybe they can't get it. Maybe they cannot get this. Maybe they really can't figure this. Maybe the gods have blinders over their eyes and have their minds confused to where that they really don't get that every time they kick me off the internet, I just come back 10 times stronger. Maybe they can't get it. Maybe they're incapable of getting it. I don't know. Because I'm coming back, guys. I'm coming back stronger, more powerful. Speaking of power, I have been hard at work becoming the Sorcerer Supreme, as some of you are aware. Some of you may also be aware that I am now extremely powerful. Those of you that have tried to do shit or tried to mess me up like you have in the past, you will find that you can no longer do that shit. Steps have been taken to make sure that that never happens again. And I am working feverishly on some other things to thwart you with. And those are going well as well. And the gods are with me. The powers of the universe are with me. And there is no question about that. Look into my eyes, there is no question. The gods are with me. The powers of the universe are with me. And I'm doing this video with no cable, no internet, or no telephone. And I'm looking at you right in the eye saying, I will be back 10 times stronger than I was when I left, because I have been hard at work, folks. I have not just been sitting on my laurels. I have been learning shit. I have been growing. As you know, I am working towards becoming Sorcerer Supreme now. Some people would say, well, that's an unattainable goal because being the master of the mystic arts is kind of hard to do when you're constantly learning new shit. Well, maybe. Well, Abon Helton's been threatening to throw us in front of a judge for years, and he ain't never going to do it. Really? Are you sure? Are you sure? Maybe it could be that I've been giving you a false sense of security. Could that be the answer? Oh, hadn't thought about that, had you? Well, we'll see. We'll see, won't we? Yes, we will. We will see. And when I return, I will not be alone, spiritually or physically. I believe the gods are working on that too. These things that have been preordained of the gods are going to come to pass. You cannot fight them. They are going to come to pass. And there's not a damn thing you can do to stop them, because they're preordained of the gods. What did I say in my Las Vegas videos? Everything that I have told you is going to come to pass, whether you like it or not. It is going to come to pass. I have no reason to lie to you. I have no reason to deceive you. When I say a thing, that thing will come to pass, because the gods have put me here as a mouthpiece to warn you and to tell you and for you to know that things are coming. Well, Vaughn, if you know all this shit, is everything going to pan out okay? Are we going to make it through this? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. That ain't Christian, so there's a demon. It's got to be a demon, And I've fought with how many demons now? That's what I do, fighting against demons, But, they see me, they look at me, oh, well, he's a pagan, therefore he's got to be arrayed with demons, No, dumbass, I'm fighting the damn demons. I was thinking, which I'm oftentimes to do, but I was thinking of a time, a long time ago, when I had somehow encountered this man and woman that were Christian, fundamentalist Christian, hardcore fundamentalist Christian, and they were going to purge me of all unrighteousness and iniquity. And, so obviously there was a book burning and an album burning, and they were destroying all kinds of pagan stuff, left, right, and center. Anything that even remotely looked evil in their eyes, they wanted to destroy it. Now, as some of you are aware, some of you, not all of you, but as some of you are aware, the Black Panther is my totem. It has always been my totem. All the way back to birth, it has been my totem. But anyway, and I had a painting of a Black Panther. It was my favorite, actually. And these two individuals decided they were going to destroy my painting. That's evil. That's a Black Panther. It's evil. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I didn't tell them it was my totem. I just said, hey, it's a painting. It's evil. So they commenced to trying to destroy it. They were going to destroy it. They stomped on it. They smashed it over the burn barrel, supposedly tried to. They beat on it. And this guy, he was a good sized guy. Couldn't phase it. I say, well, Bond, that's not possible. No, under normal circumstances, it's not possible. In fact, the first time they hit it over the burn barrel, it should have smashed into a million pieces. It's made out of glass, right? Glass and cardboard and wood. That's it. And I mean, that guy is beating on it and smashing it over that burn barrel, couldn't break it. The woman had, I don't know if they were actual stiletto heels, but they looked like it. And she's taking them heels and trying to smash the glass with them heels. Couldn't phase the damn thing. And the reason it came to my remembrance is because your totem is a representation of you. All right? It is a representation of you. Had they smashed my painting, my totem, they would have smashed me. They would have broken me, basically. And I think it was, looking back now, I think it was to show that I can't be broken. You can get me to do shit, you can get me to say shit, but can you really break me? And the answer is no. But it was just amazing. I mean, this couple, I guess they were a couple, I don't know. It's a man and a woman. I don't know if they were married, but it was a man and a woman, Christian, Fundy Christian. And they're just beating the shit out of this painting, and they can't phase it. They can't phase it. They can't do nothing to it. They're smashing it. They're beating it over the burn barrel with, smashing it over burn barrel. They're smashing it with their fists. She took a stiletto heel and is trying to smash it with that, and he's trying to pound it with a stick. I mean, that thing should have it should have fragmented into a million pieces after the first hit. It's only glass. They couldn't. They could not destroy it. They tried, man. They must have spent 30 minutes working on that son of a bitch. Couldn't do it. They finally gave up in disgust. They couldn't do it. And it's just a normal it was just a normal painting made out of glass, wood, and canvas, and cardboard backing. That's it. That's all it was. They couldn't smash it. They tried. And it's a good thing. Because if they had succeeded in smashing that, they might have succeeded in smashing my will. But there was something to it, wasn't there? Something I needed to see. Something that needed to be shown to me. Look what I have in my hand. Look what I have in my hand. And they say, well, what the fuck is this? This is yogurt. All right, and it's in a tube. All right. And you undo the tube, like so. Put the tube open. All right. Right like that. And they say, well, Vaughn, that's interesting and all, but what the fuck's it got to do with killing a bunch of people? I'm getting to that. This here is what space people use to eat out of. All right? And you got a whole shitload of kids being taught to eat like a spaceman. So when this time comes for everybody to hop on the spaceships, kids will already know what to do. They already know how to eat. They already know how to eat. Alcubierre Picard, who made it abundantly clear that there is no space up there. The Earth is an infinite plane, and there is a firmament above us, and that's it. There is no space. There is no planets. There is no, it isn't real. Look up Mr. Picard, and check it out for yourself. Space is not legit. It's all fake. But they've got them convinced that space is real, and that there'll be this just unbelievable calamity befall the planet, and we've all got to get on these spaceships and get the fuck out of here. Don't get on that spaceship. Don't get on that spaceship. You will be dead. Now, I personally am an eclectic pagan. I choose not to name my deities because I don't want to pigeonhole them, and I don't want to limit their ability to assist me. So I do not name my gods that I believe in. I just call them the gods. I know they're out there. I know they care about me. I know they're interested in me. I'm basically the teacher's pet of the gods, and they take great delight in that, and so do I. And so, we have a symbiotic relationship. But yeah, it is possible. I mean, I was healed. I was brought back from the dead, actually several times, but the instance we're talking about here was when I was first born. I was brought back from the dead. This was a church of over 500 people. So I mean, there's people out there that know this story besides myself. Okay, mom, mom was told, take me home and bury me. There was nothing they could do. Instead, she took me to an old Pentecostal church, Holiness Church, something of that nature, and put me on the altar and said, God, if you want him to live, let him live. And immediately, according to witnesses, immediately my skin turned back from blue to pink. I started crying. I started moving about, breath came back into my lungs, etc., etc. And Mom actually tells the story where she took me back to those same doctors that had pronounced me dead, and they all said, well, this can't be true. This can't be right. This has got to be a twin. She's like, no twin. This is him. And the doctors and the nurses were all amazed. Okay. This is a true story. You can ask my mom yourself. It is a true story. And like I said, there's it was over 500 people at the church, man. I mean, it's not like, it was one or two people there, okay? There's plenty of people there to vouch for the story. Okay. Like it or not, I am a miracle baby. Deal with it. And as such, the gods have brought me back to life to tell you to listen to what they have to say. But what I want to say is that, the gods brought me back to life for a reason, okay? And that reason was a great and glorious future that will benefit all of mankind. Totally believe that everything up to now is a lie. Hell, even the damn planet's a fucking lie. We ain't on no damn globe. We ain't on no damn globe. I can go out in my house. I can see that damn moon in the sky just pretty as you please. I shouldn't be seeing that son of a bitch. It should be on the opposite side of the earth. Hello? But I can see the son of a bitch in the sky every damn day. Give me a break. The globe is a lie. When I see that moon in broad fucking daylight, we ain't on no globe. Couldn't be. The moon's supposed to be on the other side of the earth. So the globe is a lie. Has to be. I don't know. All right, folks. I feel like shit. Got a cold, head sinus headache, and my nose is running, and my jaws hurt because of the headache. I feel like shit. Well, folks, the Reverend Billy Graham is dead again. Dead again? What the hell you mean, Bob? Said he's dead again. See, he died 2 years ago, and the reason I know he died 2 years ago is because Fox News did a special on his ass. Now he's dead again. All thanks to the Mandela effect. Whenever CERN turns on their stupid machine, they alter our reality just a little bit. And so people that are already dead tend to die again. Books and movies get turned around and upside down sometimes. Certain phrases in books get changed. Certain phrases in movies gets changed. Every time CERN turns on their damn machine, our reality is altered slightly. And now that they've got a fusion reactor, they've got the power to keep it that way. Point is that Reverend Billy Graham died again today. 99, they're saying on Fox News. He died again. He already died. He died 2 years ago. Fox News did a special on it. So now he's dead again, thanks to the Mandela effect. Thanks to CERN turning on their damn machine. Muhammad Ali's died like 3 or 4 times. I've been keeping a track of how many times Muhammad Ali died, man. It's like, goddamn.
You know, but yeah, man. Grandma already died, man. Now he's died again, dead again, dead again, man. I love the Mandela effect, man. It's the gift that keeps on giving, all right? But yeah, I'm sure some of you will remember when Fox News did a special on Reverend Graham dying 2 or 3 years ago. I don't remember exactly when. He's already dead, man. Now, thanks to the Mandela effect, he died again today. Dick Van Dyke died. And then what did we see on Fox News? Oh, Dick Van Dyke ended up voting for. Who did he vote for? He voted for Bernie Sanders. I think he was. How does a dead man vote? How does a dead man vote? Well, the Mandela effect brings you back to life. Just long enough to kill your ass again. Oh, God. Just long enough to kill your ass again. Yep. Thanks to the good old Mandela effect, we've got it all now, man. It's news, and so I'm going to report on it. My official title on YouTube is Reporter. So enjoy!
So why did they really kill David Koresh and the Branch Davidians? Well, I have a theory. And I think it's a little closer to home than I care to want to admit, but I think it's because he was a polygamist like myself. I believe those women were his wives, his real legal wives. I believe that they killed him because he was a polygamist. I do. See, they have a law here in America called the bigamy law. It's a felony offense. That's right. You go to federal prison for wanting to get married. Isn't that cute? Isn't that neat? Yeah, you go to federal prison with murderers, rapists, terrorists, you know, for wanting to get married. Isn't that something? That's how much they hate polygamy. So when they found out that here's this guy, he's got a bunch of women, and he's having kids with all these women. Well, the government had to step in. Now, CPS, I guess, probably tried to step in but couldn't because women weren't going to be swayed. Because see, that's what CPS does. They brainwash the women. Oh, he's trying to hurt you. You got to get away from him. He's going to kill you just any minute. That's what these terrorists on YouTube did to Andrea. They tried that. That's always the modus operandi. And but that didn't work. Okay, so I guess when CPS failed, they just decided to bring in the tanks and the heavy artillery and all this shit. You wouldn't have believed it, man. There was literally a whole army of shit out there, over like 20 or 30 people at the most. But there was absolutely no proof that David Koresh had ever done anything wrong. And like I said, David Koresh went into town almost every day. They could have apprehended the guy in town. They didn't have to kill all them people. Why'd they kill all them people? Because them people were his progeny. They were his wives and children. They hate polygamy, and they wanted to make an example out of David Koresh. And so they burnt his family alive. Now, that's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. And like I said, it's close to my heart because I'm a polygamist too. They didn't want word getting out, hey, here's a polygamist, and, the polygamist lifestyle actually works. We don't want that getting out. Because, see, that's another thing they'll say to women. Oh, well, polygamy won't work because women will constantly be fighting with each other, which is a total lie. I mean, women get along fine in the workplace. Why wouldn't they get along fine at home? So it's a total lie all the way around. They just don't like polygamy. They want to crush polygamy. And I think they made an example out of David Koresh. Now they eat me some barbecue chips. Grippo's barbecue chips, by the way. I hear somebody saying, well, wait a minute. You're eating barbecue chips and you ain't got no teeth. Yep. I eat anything I want. The white man was indigenous to North America, and the Indians, so-called, come here, covered it up, slaughtered them people, the whole damn continents, killed them all, and now it's trying to cover it up.
Now you say, well, Bon, if they weren't the first here and the white man was, they'll lose their First Nation status. Yeah. All them lucrative tax exempt status, yeah, that's all gone, man. That's all gone thanks to the Kennewick man and his 4 compadres. But the truth of the matter is that now we have conclusive evidence. Yes, the white man was here first, literally. The white man was the indigenous. And now what are we hearing on the internet? The browning of America. Have you heard that? Yeah, isn't that racist? That's racist as fuck, isn't it? But see, because white folk ain't doing it, it ain't racist, I guess. But it sounds racist to me. But yeah, Google that. Put that in a Google search. The browning of America. Put it in a Google search. You'll be amazed what you find. But it's all okay because the white man ain't doing it. But the white man is indigenous to North America, just as the black man is indigenous to South America. They killed them all. The white man in the north and the black man in the south, and the so-called Native American Indians killed them all, wiped them all out, every one of them. The greatest mass slaughter in human history, and nobody's talking about it except me. They say, well, Bon, the Native American Indians are going to lose their First Nation status over this shit. Yeah, they will. And they should. They should. They wiped out the indigenous life that was on this continent. So that, yeah, they should lose their First Nation status. That kind of mass slaughter, they should not deserve to get anything for that kind of mass slaughter. You say, well, Bon, you've claimed all this time that you were part Native American. Yeah, I have. I'm 65% Cherokee Indian. Imagine that. So, yeah, I have. That's true. But that's irregardless of the facts. Okay, I have to state the facts. I have to tell the truth. That's what I'm here to do, is tell the truth. And the truth of the matter is that the indigenous white folk of North America and the indigenous black folk of South America were wiped out by the so-called Native Americans. The red man, what we call the red man, wiped both of them out. But according to CBS News, Austin, Texas refuses to call it terror. They did say, however, they were going to keep their options open, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. Any moron knows this is an attack by Muslims on non-Muslims. The city of Austin needs to grow a fucking backbone and say, yes, damn it, it is Muslims. Yes, damn it, it is terror. And we're going to round up all the Muslims in the city of Austin, and we're going to fucking deport their ass. That's what needs to fucking happen. But the city of Austin is going to be too goddamn politically correct. They're so afraid of offending the people that are killing us that they're going to let them kill us again and again and again and again and again. What utter fucking stupidity. That we would be afraid of offending the very people that are blowing us up. CBS News, the bastion of fucking liberalism, is reporting this shit. All right. Of course, CBS News is too fucking weak to call it a Muslim attack, to call it a terrorist attack. How about we grow a fucking spine? Has America lost its fucking spine? Apparently it has. Apparently it has. Because everybody knows this MO. This MO is classic Muslim. This is a classic Muslim MO. Leave a package on the doorstep, they go to pick the fucker up, and boom, it explodes. Who do you think came up with the idea of IEDs, guys? Hello? Yeah, that was the Muslims. You know, as I was perusing the internet, obviously the idea that Von Helton is a racist pops up. And so I got a hold of one of them, and I said, so I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. I know some women that are pretty strong-willed, and if you can convince them that I'm a racist, I might actually capitulate and let you win, even though I'm not a racist at all, by any stretch. I'll capitulate. I'll let you win. How's that sound? He said, that sounds great. I said, all right. Now, you got to understand, these are pretty strong-willed women. They got a mind of their own. I don't think you're going to be able to convince them. Oh, I can convince them, yeah. You're a racist, even though I've dated every type of woman you can think of. But, you know, Oh yeah, you're racist. You're evil. You're this. You're that, and just on and on and on and on. You know how they do. And I said, well, now these women are pretty strong willed. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can convince them. I mean, their mind's pretty made up when it's made up. And oh, I'll convince them. I know you're racist to the core. You just got to be. I said, all right. I tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to hook you up with these women. And you try to convince them that I'm racist, okay? He's like, okay. I said, you ready? He's like, yeah, man. I said, all right, here we go. These are the women I hooked him up with. Let's see, I've had these women following me around in Skyrim for, let's see, I don't know. I guess, well, close to 10 years now, I guess. If they're not telling the truth about me being a racist, well, what else are they lying about, right? What's that, how's that saying go? Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see, or something like that. It's something to that effect. Probably pretty good words to live by. But yeah, just in case you think you can convince them women that I'm a racist, then I guess you'll win. All right, so obviously my haters are dedicated. Now, why would my haters be dedicated if all I'm telling is a bunch of bullshit? They wouldn't. So if you want to know who's telling you the truth and has consistently told you the truth from day one, that would be me. Because ain't nobody on YouTube got more haters than I do. Nobody. All right. As usual, information is most oftentimes dropped into my lap. Sometimes even when I don't want it dropped into my lap, believe it or not. And once I get this information, obviously I have to put it out there because it's truth, and people need to know the truth. People need to know, if people are being deceived, would you want me to keep quiet and let people to continue being deceived, or would you say, hey, Bon, you have a duty to open these people's eyes so that if they're being deceived, they can know the truth? I would suspect most people would say the latter because, see, here's the thing. Let's say I hold on to this knowledge. Let's say I don't release this information. I just hold on to it. Well, years down the road, what are people going to say? People are going to say Von Helton knew the truth, but he wouldn't put it out there. And now everybody's suffering because of it. And it's all Von Helton's fault because he didn't put the truth out there when he could have. That's exactly what people are going to say, and I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. That's exactly what people are going to say. They're going to say it's all Von Helton's fault because he had the truth, he knew what was really going on, and he wouldn't do nothing except sit on his hands. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit on my hands. I have the truth. I'm going to give you the truth. You'll notice, though, that I am wearing a sweat top. There's a reason for that, because it is currently 30 degrees and snowing like mad. It's called Winter Storm Toby, and Winter Storm Toby is absolutely nailing us hard. Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, and most of the East Coast. Not just inches, but in some cases feet of snow on the first full day of spring. Now, the reason I bring this up, because I've actually had people argue with me. Oh, this is normal. This is normal. I said, the hell it is. This is not normal. This is another Mandela effect, or it is weather manipulation, because it sure as fuck ain't normal. This is supposed to be the first day of spring, folks. It's not supposed to be snowing to beat the band out there, but it is. I mean, now, luckily, here in my area, we're only going to get inches. But in some areas, particularly New York, Ohio, they're getting feet. Okay? This is the first day of spring, and we're getting feet of snow. Bullshit! That is not normal. But I've actually argued with people. People actually argue with me and say, oh, this is normal. No, it is not. It's either a Mandela effect or it's weather manipulation. I'm not quite sure which. And at this point, I really don't care. All I know is that I'm sick and tired of the damn cold. You know that you know that you know that you know that you know a thing. You know what I'm saying? And I know this ain't right. I don't give a damn how many people say it is.
This is not right, damn it. February and March are not supposed to have snow. February is when you're supposed to propose to your lover. Well, you're not going to do that in a foot of snow. Okay, so obviously February is not a snow month. And March is to get ready for the April showers, which obviously come along because April showers bring what, folks? May flowers. Okay, so March isn't supposed to have snow either. All right, so we have a problem here. We have a problem here, folks. And like I told you in a previous video, other countries are shooting them chemtrail planes down. They're shooting them down. Weather manipulation, and they're shooting them down. The federal government's not supposed to be taxing us. They're supposed to be getting their sustenance from tariffs on imports. Now you say, well, Vaughn, that's an awful lot of money to come up with just by imposing tariffs. Well, see, what you don't understand is that also, according to the Founding Fathers, the size of the federal government is supposed to be about the size of, I don't know, what would that be, pomegranate nut or something? You know, it's not very big. I used to say walnut, but I think it's a little bigger than that. That pomegranate nuts or something like that. But anyway, the point is, maybe a kiwi fruit. There we go, kiwi fruit size. But see, the thing of it is, here's the thing, okay? You cannot sit there and grow the size of government beyond its constitutional means, which it has, and then say that you can do it with tariffs. No, you can't. That's true. But the president is right in imposing tariffs because that's what he's supposed to be doing. The president is supposed to be imposing tariffs on imports. He is doing the right thing. He's doing what the Founding Fathers told him to do. The problem is that there still will not be enough money to sustain the federal government without taxing the people. So what we got to do is we got to start cutting. We got to get out the scissors and we got to start cutting the federal government. CIA, do we even fucking need the CIA anymore? No, cut it. Do we need Homeland Security? No, cut it. Do we need the NSA? No, cut it. All we need is the FBI at this point. Okay, immigration, do we need it? No, cut it. Medicaid, Medicare, welfare, all this other socialist bullshit. Reimburse them in cash value and cut it. Get rid of it. Social Security, get rid of it. Give them their money. Just give them their money outright. Get rid of all these social programs. Get rid of immigration. Get rid of CIA, NSA, Homeland Security. Get rid of the IRS. Get rid of the Federal Reserve, but that's not necessarily the topic of this video. But, start cutting where we can cut and things that we don't really need, because I know everybody, yeah, but if we cut welfare, people's going to fucking die. Not if you give them the monetary equivalent. You didn't hear me. I said give them the monetary equivalent and then cut it. Shrink the federal government down to the size of a kiwi fruit, all right? And then the federal government will be able to survive on tariffs alone. It won't need to tax the American people. And if you're not being taxed on the federal level, guys, what does that mean? Oh, it means you got more money in your pocket. All right, now I've seen some bizarre shit in my day, but this takes the cake. Easter is falling on April the 1st. April Fool's Day. Now, either the gods have a sense of humor and they're trying to tell you, ugly ass, that Christianity is fake as a $3 bill, which I think might be what's going on, to be honest. Or it's some kind of Mandela effect of some kind. Because now I have been on this earth 54 years. I'll be 55 this October. And they're saying on the news, oh, it's happened before. It's happened. Bullshit. It has never, ever been on it. Easter has always been in the middle of April, somewhere in the middle. Now, it moves around, yeah, but it's always been in the middle of April. And they're sitting there saying, oh, it's happened before. No. Trust me when I tell you that if Easter had fallen on April Fool's Day, I'd remember that shit, because I'd be making fun of your ugly ass. Okay? But anyways. The point is that this is either a Mandela effect of the highest order,
Or this is the gods' way of saying, yep, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam is a fucking lie. Wake up, people. I want to believe the latter, but then I'm tempted to believe the former as well. So I'm kind of in a quandary. Like I've said in previous videos, I feel like I'm in Bizarro world, man. Got mixed drinks tonight. Got foos, and I got Mountain Dew. Got both of them.